Hi, today is brought to you by the color pink. Trenton is still out in the car, so I'm having to use the rainbow unicorn. It's okay, I'm perfectly comfortable in my gender and sexuality. I can lay on a pink pillow and not feel demoralized entirely. Hi, been a while, huh? It's Thursday, it's 5:21 p.m. I am currently running a 103.8 degree fever, which means they're back. My nurse came today and changed my dressing on my PICC line. I've been fighting all week to try to figure out how and why I did not to begin with, and why I cannot have a portacath placed in my chest, because the PICC line is incredibly painful, and I don't want to run the risk of infection again, and it's in a more precarious spot than in my arm. I've learned based on what my lifestyle is at the current moment. I've talked to people here and there, which has been kind of nice. I kind of got away this past weekend from Halloween sort of on, and then stayed with family for a while, which was interesting and hard, because I live in a really old house and it has black mold, and it definitely has had a very, very, very negative effect on my health. I'm extra sick on top of sick right now, and I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't feel very good. Concussion, all that stuff, the normal stuff you guys are used to hearing. Concussion, puking every day, fever. Yeah, I think I just realized that when I say that, I don't try to say it all the time, but I think people, it just sounds like words to them. I was talking to a friend as I was driving back after listening to them talk for about 30 minutes about their problems, which are, in this state, in this world, very much first world problems. And not that my problems aren't first world problems. In a lot of ways they are as well, so I'm not, there's that. But I was trying to explain to her that the situation with my health had changed, and that there were numbers involved, and it was something different. She just said, not to be rude, but it just always sounds like that with you. Like, that's your stuff. That's just that's how your, life is. And first reaction was a streak of anger, and then I was like, well, maybe she's right. Is that all I talk about? Is that all I am? Is a giant walking sick thing? I don't know. I don't know. A lot's been on my mind after talking to the pulmonologist yesterday, and what to do, and what's prioritizing. I meant to warn you that my phone may go off, because I forgot to put it on silent. And I keep looking over here because I'm uploading private videos and stuff that I'm working on for friends. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm at this really weird place where I'm so content and so thankful for what I have, but I'm so discontent and so frustrated artistically for what I'm missing. I miss teaching, and I'm glad it's coming back, but I worry about being the absent teacher that I was last season, in a different way. This show I'm doing is not going to be easy. I tried and tried and tried to keep distance, but art is life, and I can't not. The good thing is that I think what my subconscious is trying to do is make me remember the beauty of the activity to begin with. And I think that's why when I said I wanted to do a show that was just about being beautiful, that's why I said that. So I think this show is sort of, yay. I think this show and I are sort of in a love story, and I think I'm sort of gonna have to figure out how to fall in love with it again. Should be interesting. but the show is basically, and it's going to change, but I haven't sort of conceptualized through talking about it a lot, but it's a single day, but the entire day you get to wear these special goggles, and the goggles allow you to see the things that you would have missed on a normal day, to see the beauty in the smallest or the greatest of things that you just passed by. And I haven't come up with a title yet, but I know what music I want, and I definitely have a good picture of the show and where I want it to be. Auditions are in parent night on Tuesday, and then I don't know if we have a week off and then auditions, or auditions are next Thursday, a week from today. I can't remember. It's probably on my phone, but that's okay. Yeah, it's somewhere to be and it's something to do, but it doesn't pay very well or at all. So it's kind of nerve-wracking. I'm trying not to worry about money, but it's impossible not to. I get to do Rocky tomorrow. I'm really excited because having to miss it for a week and be selfish about missing it was really difficult. So that's sort of this unresolved thing. The list I keep working on. I realize that a lot of you get around YouTube but don't always get enough time to watch some videos, so that may propel me to start doing like health write-ups again, where I kind of update everybody. There are a lot of people I know that care, and I know I don't always have time to watch everybody's videos. It doesn't mean I care any less. I think we all understand that the time and energy that we have to go forth is limited, and we do with it, the best we can. It doesn't mean people matter any less. That's for sure. Yeah, I forget how much this community has saved me on so many occasions. Over the course of the weekend, I talked to 2 people who were only like 2 hours from each other, who were on the other coast from me, who called to check on me, and neither one of them was feeling very well. And I just think where I would have been if I not had made such amazing friends. I mean, I met somebody on here that I call my brother. I'm more than happy to, call them family. They're people who are a part of my life. They're people who my roommate has their phone number and knows that if something bad is going down and happening, that there's a list of people that she's got to call, and they're on it. It may be the first time they ever speak to my roommate, but they've heard my voice, and they've seen me, and we've Skyped, and we've talked. We just have never actually touched in real life, but it doesn't mean they haven't touched my life. So, I had kind of a rough weekend, so it was really, really nice to hear from them and check on them and see how they were doing. If you have any extra, energy or prayer or meditation or anything you do, I'd like to ask a favor, maybe. And if you don't do anything, that's okay. Just take a second and move on. That's alright. Anyway, my good friend that I absolutely consider a brother, his health isn't so well right now, and going through just a lot with family, and has amazingly high hopes and spirits, which I know keeps him moving forward. But if you could just take a second and send some good energy his way and his family's way as they kind of go through this long road ahead. Actually, we were texting last night, and he was kind of updating me on the situation and how things were going, and of course starts the conversation with "How are you?" and I'm like, well, better off than you are, you stupid son of a bitch. But, you know, like, I mean, and I was talking to a roommate, and I said, I can't help but fall in love with people that say, I fucking love you, and they say it because there's so much bullshit that you deal with when you're sick that it's impossible not to be bitterly, almost to a point, and brutally honest, and to make horrible jokes about things that aren't necessarily funny, but they have to be, or you wouldn't make it. And he said something about a long road. There's going to be a long road ahead. And I said, you know, I'm kind of thankful for the long roads, because beautiful people don't just happen. And if it weren't for those long roads, we would have never had them lead to the fork where we met each other. So it was this sort of moment for me, which I have very rarely, where I'm thankful for where I'm at, in a way. It's neither a happy nor sad place, where the road has led me somewhere where at least I'm surrounded by lots of love and lots of light and lots of wonderful people. And I can't help but feel very lucky in that aspect. So, and no, I'm not going to recite his monologue. It's like over 700 words, and it's gone out of my postictal brain. It's from Waiting for Godot. If you didn't know, and that's okay if you didn't, because I make a lot of weird references when I'm postictal, apparently. Alright, you guys. I know this is a long one, and I'll try to get around to watching stuff. Facebook, Skype, anything you want. Find me, say hello, keep in touch. You guys take care and be well. I'll see you soon.